big four. I mean, who needs SM, YG, JYP? I mean, Hype. Like, there's so many hidden gems in K-pop, and genuinely, I'm gonna show you some today because this month I didn't listen to much of the big four, the big name artists out of the biggest companies in K-pop. Like, I did not listen to them that much. And hey, if you are new here, let me explain to you how this works. You can see on the screen the rules that I go by here, and feel free to put your favorites in the comments. But this is my monthly recap, the songs that I've been listening to throughout the month. You can see all the rules I go by on screen. Please put your favorites in the comments, like I just said. I'd love to know what you guys have been listening to. But for me, it's a lot of the non-big four artists. So let's start diving into this with a big four artist.
My eyes, look at my life, now girl, you like it right? Oh no, no.
Look, are they really big four? I don't know. It's Boy Next Door from Zico's agency, which is technically under Hype, but also not really. But it's Boy Next Door, Nice Guy, a nice and chill song. One of my favorite Boy Next Door comebacks. I also enjoyed their other one from this past month, but Nice Guy is the one that got my attention the most, and it's probably my favorite since last year with like Serenade and stuff like that. Chanyeol is the other exception on here, but again, he's just he's just a soloist out of EXO. It's just, does he really count? I guess he kind of counts. Maybe this is too much, but Chanyeol had a pretty decent mini album. Blackout's like the chillest song on there, so it ended up being my fave. If you like that indie rock sound type of thing, there's a lot of that on this album and some rapping as well. So I highly recommend checking it out if you like that kind of sound. But yeah, very interesting from Chanyeol, and this is the one that was right up my alley.
I'll talk to you later.
Onto some Luna, or if I should say former Luna, because this is Lucemble, and I enjoyed quite a few songs from Lucemble this month. It was TTYL just is my favorite, and that's why it's on here, the one I'm talking about. I love the voice effects on here. I love the structure of the song and everything, but you know, this isn't the only one that I loved. Confessions was also really good, and also Cotton Candy was like good as well. It's like they had a lot of good songs on this mini album. Probably one of my more favorite mini albums from a girl group this year. Of course, Xikers is on here. We've got Bittersweet. I was so tempted to put Sandcastle here, but I think Bittersweet still has it as my favorite. It's like this rugged, like very much voice effect, like just very distorted, intense song with really cool rapping, but then also just like very intense. I don't know what to call it. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just really grungy, and I like that. You know, I've said that throughout the past few months. There's always something that's really kind of grungy and rough, and that's kind of this song for me this month.
I got these racks all alone, yeah. Red light don't saw me going. I chop it, I green like bitch, I'm Master Yoda.
Okay, this is probably the smallest artist so far. If you're familiar with X1 or you're familiar with Bay173, this is the rapper Doyeon from those groups. He's kind of quit being a K-pop idol, and he's into the K-hip-hop scene now, it looks like, with the song 19 under a new name called Tony Ray. This features Shy Boy Toby, and it's just a nice, solid hip-hop song. If you like that auto-tune, trap-type hip-hop, really solid song here from Doyeon. I very much enjoyed it, had it in a repeat quite a bit. Back into some girl groups, we got Reseen Pinball. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of the previous Reseen song that everybody was freaking out about, but Pinball, which is a B-side off of that album that they started promoting this month, very solid for me. I very much enjoyed the repetition to Pinball, and the hook is just so catchy to me. I love re-listening to that part, this part right here. It's so good. It's so solid. I really enjoy listening to that. But they also had a really good song. If you remember back in like the spring, I had Reseen on here. That was another good song. So Reseen have been on my list quite a bit so far, and they just debuted.
I'm stirring on a play. Truck punch,
Okay, number 4, of course, this is P1 Harmony, and I had to go with the rapline. I had to go with the Intak Jong little subgroup of Wasp with this, like this doesn't sound like P1 Harmony at all, which has kind of made my day, because even though I love P1 Harmony's sound, it was really cool to see the rappers just get to do their thing between Intak and Jong, because we've seen them do this live, like these really cool, like, you know, covers and like self-written raps that are live but never released. So it's really cool to finally get an officially released one of these on an album, and I've been enjoying the heck out of it. It's so cool to hear the different rapping styles from Jongsup and Intak as well. It's, you know, hearing them do like a passe on an official track, it's just so fun. Again, not sounding like P1 Harmony at all, and that's kind of why it stands out to me.
People dying in disease, won't you answer to my
Young Jinwoo, Where's God? So this is kind of like a, not really K-pop, but kind of K-R&B, I guess. You might remember him from the group PLT a few years ago, but this is his most recent solo, and Where's God stood out to me by far the most. It has one of the best change-ups of the year. If you like change-ups in your music, like NMIX change-up, right?
Ain't no God, only hate that remains. We don't feel up anymore.
If you like that type of thing, Where's God has a masterfully done one. I absolutely adore what he did there. But then also the song topic really stood out to me. It's a very interesting topic, and it's it could come off a bit controversial. But I don't know, it was a very big refresher to me as, you know, somebody listening to K-pop. It's usually just about like, oh my god, lovey-dovey, break up, get like a girl, like a boy, like whoever, get with this is a much different and more mature kind of lyrical concept, and it was very intriguing to me to hear. Okay, top 2, we're talking about a K-band. Lucy, this is by far my favorite K-band. If you want to see me react to this the first time, it's actually on my side channel, not CarKpop. But I have my reaction up on there. But yeah, this is one of my favorite K-band songs of the year. The song Complex genuinely sounds so complex. It's so interesting. The bass line is crazy cool. There's a little cool violin solo right here I'll play for you. And it's just like, it blends in like so well. It's like kind of a change up as well to get to that violin solo from the majority of the song that you heard in the sample. It's just such a cool song, man. And number one, of course, number one is my favorite artist ever. Whenever he releases something new, he's always on these lists, and most of the time he ends up being first because it's just, and he's featuring Minoi, another really cool K-R&B vocalist, and this is a super short 2-minute just like chill but fast-paced type of song. Highly recommend it. I absolutely adore Just. I adore everything he does, so when he releases something new, especially with a vocalist like Minoi, who I also adore, of course it's gonna make it number one. Like, it's so good. But that's gonna do it. That is my top 10. Again, put yours down in the comments below if you haven't already. I want to see what you guys are listening to this month. Maybe I missed something really cool that you guys ended up liking, but these were my 10 personal favorites, and again, it was just one per artist. But yeah, thank you all for watching so much. I really much appreciate it. And the scrolling on the screen right now is my Patreon. All these amazing, beautiful people that you see on the screen right now support me on Patreon in some way, shape, or form, and I very much appreciate it. If you would like to support me, you could do so using the link in the description. Join me on there. Whether you just want to support me and have the means to do so, and the higher you go on your tiers, the more like stuff that I can do in prepayment, because I very do much appreciate it, because all my stuff, including this video, gets copyrighted, so I don't like make any money from YouTube. So this is all from my free time. So thank you all so much. I very much appreciate all the support. If you don't have the means to do so, hey, leave a like on the video, subscribe, join our Discord server and our community. I would really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Leave a comment and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.